The management of the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, has disclosed that the proposed simulator for the aviation school to be built in Lagos will be ready in December 2016. The rector of NCAT, Captain Samuel Colcrick, said the manufacture of the equipment for the installation of the simulator had gone 50% and that the manufacturer is waiting for the decision and pattern of the location in order to get the project installed. Colcrick said the project, which would be sited in Lagos because of its location as the center of aviation, will be changed in future for Abuja. He added that NCAT is considering having campuses in 3 states in the country, saying that Akwa Ibom, Enugu, and Niger States governments have approached the college for the construction of facilities in those states for the college to run them. Now to the call by the Nigerian Air Traffic Controllers Association to the federal government extending the current probe in the oil industry to the aviation sector. This came to the fore at the 44th Annual General Meeting of the Air Traffic Controllers Body held in Akure, the Ondo State capital. The president of NATCA, Mr. Victor Eyaru, also called for the restructuring of various aviation agencies in the country in line with the primary functions enshrined in acts establishing them. Eyaru said restructuring will reduce the bearing of unnecessary burdens of duplication of departments and directorates as against the originally designed structures. NATCA also asked the federal government to extend most of the airport's aprons, complete abandoned terminal buildings, and create more jobs in view of the entry of a new national carrier. Five Air France employees have been arrested following violent scenes at the company's headquarters in France last week. Workers were protesting against mass job cuts when 2 managers had their clothes ripped, with one being forced to flee over a fence. Several others were injured. Reports suggest the 5 arrested staff were members of the CGT labor union. The police say they were identified by video footage. Hundreds of workers were protesting against plans to cut 2,900 jobs, increase pilots' working hours, and reduce the size of the fleet, all designed to cut costs by $2 billion over 2 years. News round winds down on a sad note as international investigators have concluded that Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was shot down by a Russian-made Buk missile fired from rebel-held eastern Ukraine. The findings into last year's air disaster released on Tuesday by the Dutch Safety Board are likely to exacerbate already strained ties between Russia and the West. The official report, after a 15-month-long investigation, seeks to end speculation about why the Boeing 777 broke up in mid-air, killing all 298 people on board. Moscow has vehemently denied any involvement in the crash, pointing the finger instead at Ukrainian government forces who were battling a fierce rebellion by pro-Russian separatists in the east.
Looking at this aircraft for the first time, it's just one of the oddest looking craft in the world. Popularly known as the Beluga because of its strong resemblance to the white Arctic whale, the Airbus A300-600 Super Transporter is not only unique in appearance, but also for the essential role it performs in European aviation. European aircraft manufacturer Airbus has production centers scattered all over the continent, one defining its origin as a pan-European consortium. So each factory specializes in the completion of a specific section of an aircraft. All of the 5 Belugas operated by Airbus link these plants and take the different aircraft sections to the final assembly line either in Toulouse or Hamburg. The Beluga is operated by a crew of 3, 2 pilots and a loadmaster. Each of the 5 Belugas currently operating are actually Airbus A300-600 jets that have been modified to carry large cargo. The characteristic hump was delivered by cutting the top section of the aircraft, and an additional wider fuselage section resembling a bubble was added to the airframe. The cockpit was lowered, making it possible for the cargo hold to be loaded and unloaded through the front of the aircraft. The result is an incredibly spacious cargo hold. Although the Beluga's maximum payload of 47 tons is surpassed by a handful of other cargo aircraft, its voluminous hold makes it suitable for transporting oversized but not particularly heavy cargo, like aircraft parts. The Beluga can carry the wings of an A340 airliner or a fuselage section for Airbus's newest wide-body aircraft, the A350. While the Belugas are currently focused on meeting Airbus's internal transportation needs, in the past, a wide range of commercial charter missions were performed by Airbus Transport International, from airlifting a 17.6 meter long X 6.5 meter diameter chemical tank weighing 39 metric tons to transporting a large French masterpiece painting. Space hardware manufacturers have used the Beluga for reliable charter flights, with payloads that have included space station modules, launch vehicle hardware, and the most delicate satellite payloads. With its maiden flight on September 13, 1994, the Beluga cargo aircraft celebrated its 21 years of transporting Airbus component parts.
Our flight terminates here, but do remember to drop a word for us on our feedback platform. I'm Bukola Jokitumbi. Thanks for watching.